I really don't know what I'm gonna ask you.
Hey, that's why we're not live, are we?
We are now.
When you sit down and talk to Kirk Cousins, I will tell you this, he isn't as predictable as you might think.
Put on the button up, yep, tuck it in with a braided belt and a phone clip. Wow. Socks and sandals, the whole 9 yards.
That's your dream outfit.
Yeah, right, that's what the mountaintop.
He comes across like Ned Flanders did in The Simpsons.
Oakley doakley.
He can laugh at himself, knowing his big fit gets picked not by a defensive back,
We call it dad style.
but by his wife.
She absolutely does. What wife doesn't help their husbands with their appearance?
I don't know, I have a wife.
There's an occasional husband who probably has an eye for it. I just assume that most spouses would be like, hey, you know, don't leave the house with that on.
Going into his last contract year, Cousins is a guy weeks off a Netflix docuseries that is leaving him in unfamiliar territory.
But he's always been cool.
The territory of being liked, which is poetic for Mr.
If we win football games, it doesn't really matter what people say. And I think that's kind of where my "you like that" catchphrase back in my days in Washington, D.C. started, was sort of having that same approach and having a big win and then being able to say, hey, you may not like me, you may not want to see me succeed, but if you're a fan of this team, you like that.
Do you say it around the house?
So at my house, not too much, but I'm ready. My kids are starting to get pretty smart. I could see them using it at some point. You know, we're wrestling on the floor and, you know, they win, and then they'll probably say it.
Speaking of his kids, well, that's where he will be anything, to be their everything.
When I'm retired, I'll be a full-time dad, and I think that'll be fun too.
You strike me as the dad type.
Yeah, I think you picked up on that correctly. I probably tried at times to not give off that vibe, but sometimes you can't help it. You just are what you are, and you're not hiding it.
All the way to his dream car, which is a conversion van.
I plan to always have a conversion van in the garage as an option in the rotation.
Why?
So, because they're comfortable, you sit high, you can be just yourself driving, you can have your kids and all their friends, you got TV, it's just comfortable. So, it sounds like you haven't ever been in one. I mean,
a conversion van to somebody who grew up in the 80s is like, that's some highfalutin stuff. That's for rich kids.
Well, honestly, I mean, when I bought the one I think it's a 2022, when I bought it, I thought, this is the top of the top. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
Socks and sandals, a van. It all starts to feel like Kirk Cousins is the least NFL guy in the NFL.
Well, going back with the dad thing, I am an old soul. And my mom would tell me this when I was 12 years old. Kirk, you're 12 going on 75. I kind of wonder if it's gonna be a Benjamin Button thing where I like reverse age, and when I'm 75, you'll see me at the clubs in the city maybe? I don't know.
And I'm not sure anyone saw coming how old this soul is.
My mom put us in musicals. So when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, I would, in the summer, like the local town musical that came to town, we would be like the backup kid singers in it. I just had an appreciation for Broadway music, for, you know, more of the stuff that isn't mainstream. And so I was in high school choir, loved it, was tried out for the little swing choir that in most high schools is not very cool to do, but I did it and had a blast.
Are you gonna put your kids in musicals? Like
what a
early?
great question. So when I'm retired, I joke that I'll be back in the musicals in town as a background, doing a box step, and people in the crowd will be like, I think that's Cousins.
No fun league be darned. This guy is having his day his way. And I don't think any of us saw this Cousins coming.
Are you cool?
You'd have to ask my teammates. I think I have nerd swag.
What is nerd swag?
I'm just gonna leave that there and I'll let you decide what it is.